Well, good morning, everyone. On a bright, sunny, very cool morning in Perry, Florida, as I begin my southeast trek out of town here to head towards Chiefland, Florida today, where we'll be spending tonight. And this is day 86, and we are down to just 3 days until I get to Daytona. And so I had family drop me off to start the trip, and family will meet me to end it. And that's really important to me, that's the way it's going to unfold. It would be kind of a shame just to arrive there by myself and dip the front tire in the ocean and go, well, what's next? Another day out here on the road, and it is, I almost need a jacket on this morning. So there's today's scoreboard. Cross City 41, Chiefland 64. And we're going to Chiefland, so we got 64 miles to go from here. And for those of you going to St. Pete, 192 miles. Wow, this is really pretty up here. Old railroad bridge. I guess this confirms my suspicion this was an old rail trail. I can't think of a better day to ride down through here. I mean, it is just perfect weather, perfect temperature. I'm barely breaking a sweat riding here, and I'm usually clicking along about 12 to 14 miles an hour, and I'm not working that hard at it. So we're about 4 miles out of Chiefland down here. Still riding on the Nature Coast State Trail. And I've got a motel down here for the night. So for this trip, I'm done camping. So we are jumping off the trail here, and over to the hotel. And I think we might get on back on the trail in the morning. Not 100% certain about that. I'd have to look at the map, but I wanted to tell you about a conversation I had today before I forget it. Somebody asked me where I was going, and I get that question all the time. And it's almost like they always lead with where are you going, not where have you come from. And so I've been saying the beach, and the person said back, what beach you going to? And I said, New Smyrna Beach. Oh, on the Atlantic coast. Ooh, that's a long ways. Where are you coming from? And I said, the beach. And they go, what, on the Gulf Coast? I go, no, Pacific. You mean the Pacific Ocean? And I go, yep, the Pacific Ocean. I go, I don't remember the name of the beach. It was in Washington State. True story, that. Anyway, I was telling people for a while, I'm just going to Florida for the winter. I was doing that up in Kentucky and Tennessee and those places. And where are you from? Wisconsin. So they figured I probably came from Wisconsin. Sometimes I explained, sometimes I didn't. All right. Well, this will be the first chain hotel I've stayed in the last one would have been the Best Western up in St. Charles, and I didn't pay for that. So, all right. This is the end of day 86. Oh, there's a pizza joint next door here. I could do pizza tonight. Pizza is one of the best biker foods there is. It's got everything you need. So we will see you out on the trail tomorrow for day 87. Well, good morning from Chiefland, Florida, as we head out on day 88 across America, down to the last 3 days here of riding, and the last really 2 big days. So our route down to Ocala today, this is it. It's US 27. Actually, this is the US 27 alternate, and then we get on to US 27 further down. But we actually ride this right down to where I'm staying tonight. So there's like one left-hand turn in the whole route. So we are rolling into Bronson. 16 miles into the trip today. Ticking along pretty nicely. So we're coming into Williston now. We're about halfway through the day here, actually more than halfway through the 50-mile ride down to Ocala. And I'm not in any great hurry today, so I'll probably take another break here. Hey! I've been wanting to say that. See, you can see why. That's really all I had to say. So we're starting to roll into Ocala here. A couple miles out, it's right on the outskirts. Well, good morning from Ocala, Florida, and day 88, the penultimate day of our trip across America, as we head from here over to Daytona Beach today. We won't be going quite to the beach. We'll be stopping short out by the Speedway to spend the next couple of days, and then finishing the ride on Saturday morning when my family all gets down to New Smyrna Beach. It'll be about a 20-mile ride on our final day. And we've got another beautiful day out ahead of us here as we start heading across Ocala here and pick up the route that will take us over to Daytona today. About 76 miles, so fairly big day of riding for our penultimate day. So I got a quiet moment here, and for a moment out here on the east side of Ocala, and I forgot to mention, well, I didn't mention yesterday because I didn't know until I finished riding last night, that we passed a pretty significant milestone on our journey across the country, and that is about 20, well, in Williston, Florida, we passed the 4,000 mile mark on this trip. So I'm not sure what this bridge goes over, but we are up above the tree line on it. Get a little peek over there. So we'll pull in here and take our first break of the day. Well, we're arriving in the Ocala National Forest. Just rolled through some hills back there for about, I don't know, 6 or 7 miles. And they were the long, not steep type, and it was nice to kind of ride through them for a while. So we were coming into the small community of Astor here on the St. Johns River, and I got a reason to stop here that has nothing to do with a biking trip. It's a bike trip. And my daughter Andrea, who is the editor of the YouTube videos, as you know, I've mentioned that many times, I'm sure. She's getting married. Her and my future son-in-law Connor are getting married out here, near here. It's a little past Astor, in March. And I rented an Airbnb here in this town, and it just so happens my route takes me within about a block of it. So I'm gonna go down there and take a look at it. Yeah, this is it here. Riverview Drive. Yeah, this is it. So yeah, this is the place we're staying. Wow, this is really nice. Really nice. So a little bit later today, after lunch, I think it's about 10 miles from here, right on the route is the venue that she's getting married at. I'm going to stop and check that out as well, since I'm going right by it. And it's going to be a nice area to have everybody, I think, for about a week down here for the wedding celebration. So I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be early in March. So it should be a good time. Weather should be great then. Well, I would take what we got today. It's beautiful today. Look at all the traffic I just found. Barberville here. Barberville Yard Art Emporium. I have a daughter-in-law that would love to come and spend a day in there. Right, Kiki? To thank the state of Florida, knowing that I was coming, for putting this brand new section of pavement in for me, because it is really nice, and I hope it goes all the way to Daytona. Well, we are coming into the Daytona Beach area. It's getting really windy. But these last 20 miles that I rode getting in here to Daytona, they went by quick, and I think it's because I had stopped at where my daughter's getting married at the venue out there, and was looking around and talking to the guy that owns it. He and his wife own it and run it. And the only thing I've been really thinking about is that wedding since I left out there. And that was probably an hour and a half ago. So that's the next big thing. So here we are in Best Western here in Best Western International in Daytona. I'm not very far from the Daytona International Speedway here, so I'm going to go check in and